Well now, it's been quite a while since I actually posted a video of what's been going on here, but I've been doing a lot of things off camera, like picking out a lot of plants and things like that, and I will take you around and show you what I'm up to. Today I've been moving manure onto the garden and also top dressing the beds. At this very moment in time I'm now doing potatoes. I've decided I've put it off long enough, trying to do other things but yeah, now's the time to get all the potatoes in, the first, the second and the main crop. Hello folks, welcome back to Allotment Joy. My name's Elaine, welcome back on the plot. Well, what a beautiful day we have. The temperatures are up, so I've decided today's the day I'm going to get all the potatoes in into the t-shirt. Yeah, I've tried to spread myself across all the gardens here, and I've put the potato planting on the back burner. So anyway, I think we're more or less frost free, but I'll still have to keep an eye on the nighttime temperatures, but putting them in now, it'll take a while before they break soil, so by which time I'm sure the frost will be over. So I've got first early Swift, and I don't think I bought any second early. I just went straight to main crop. Anyway, so I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm starting off with first earlies and making my way through to second earlies and then main crop. This variety is Swift, and they're looking quite good for themselves, so chitted quite well. So it's about time they went in. So I've got manure at the bottom of this bucket. I've got the old compost, and I've just bumped it up with bloodfish and bone and some potato fertiliser and other potions. So I've done the Swift, so I'm now moving over to Cara. So they've chitted quite nicely, not too big as well. Here's some of the old potatoes that somehow got missed, but if you ask me, they are only the little tiddlers, the very small ones, so I'm going to bring them all out and start again. So anyway, we put manure in these beds, all these ones, although it's not fresh manure, so it's alright, and then top dress it with some soil, so these are ready to be planted up with whatever, and most likely not onions. Yeah, they're doing alright. I put the manure around the onions, but not directly on them, so this should be okay. I've changed the cover on this from a plastic cover to a, I'm just looking at that, the flies are outside, to a mesh cover. So that's the oh gosh almighty, what do you call it, lemon giant cabbage anyway. I forget this Christian name. Unbelievable, honestly. Yeah, and I've got another bed here as well. Right, so yeah, so this garlic is doing okay. It's bulking up nicely. I must do some weeding in here. And here's some of the perennials come out. Foxgloves, what do you call them, lupins that grew last year. So it's looking nice. I've got what do you call it, the clematis coming up here. I think this puts on pink flowers, so I forget what it's called, but anyway, yes. And the apple tree, which is a cooking apple, it's looking very nice anyway. Yeah, what else have we got? I've reorganised this bed here. This one as well a little bit. I've got some asparagus coming up, so that's really strong. And I've got this bean structure, just hold on a moment. I've got this bean structure put up, so I'm going to run some sour up it. There's some shallots that I'd found, I'd misplaced or whatever and found, so I'll have to put them in somewhere. These leeks are going to be taken out couple of my bolting now, so I'm going to take them out and use them. I've reorganised the strawberries here as well, put them into rows. I've also fed them. The Cornish giant, the two of them, they're not doing too bad. What else? Yeah, I've reorganised the strawberries here. The broad beans are doing okay. We're just lacking water. It's just we really could do with some rain. Unlike other people who've had biblical rain, we haven't. We had a maximum of 5 mil. And yeah, so I've got some early onwards peas. I put them in yesterday, so they're going to perk up when I water them. Few Kelsey, as you know. These are Calvert and Wonder, this lot here. And that lot over there is mushy peas. So they've hummed and hard for God knows how long, right? But they really have hummed and hard. This lot, on the other hand, are my Calvert and Wonder. So I'm looking forward to see how they're going to perform. Anyway, and I've also got some down here as well. Yeah. So I've got a line of beetroot along here. So that's that for this garden. So the elephant garlic bulbils are coming away lovely now. I've never ever touched them since I put them in, so they're just growing and growing. Plus the wild garlic as well, so they're pretty. Anyway, so this garlic's, I'm going to say this is fine and this is fine. There's me garlic anyway. I've just cut some asparagus and I got 2, 4, 5 buckets of First Early Swift. So there's my no dig bed with shallots and onions. So I've decided to make little paths along there. So I was just trying to keep this all hydrated, honestly. I wish it would be nice. It would be nice if we have a little bit of rain, even if it was just for one day. I've got Sweet William coming out here. It's very pretty. Yeah, like that. Sweet William. These are all the carrots that are coming up. I need to plant more. Like, we had something digging in here, so we've covered it over. Plus you got the carrot root fly as well, so I've got it provisionally covered over at the moment with insect mesh. New bed, compost in there, manure in there, top dressed, chicken manure pellets. There's some more onions, and then update on the sweet candle. So they're coming up okay. I'll have to trim them shortly. This Nazareth as well. So I'm just covering it over until I've got the time to put a proper cover over them. That'll do. Yeah, the red currants are now setting fruit as well. So that's not so bad. I've given them a good trim this year. So I'm growing some sweet peas over this archway. And I've also got a perennial sweet pea as well. So I've got a few main crop. I've got one basket of First Early still to put out, which is Casablanca. And the rest of my main crop. So yeah, we're going to have a load of fun. As you already know, I'm growing lots of peppers. These are little cherry peppers. We put cream cheese in. I've had to re-sow a few of the strawberries, tomatoes. I had to sow quite a few of them again, but I'm getting there. I was at the local garden centre yesterday, and even what they had on sale was abominable. So yeah, what have I got? I had to re-sow kohlrabi and what have I got here? Cabbage vertus, cauliflower, purple cauliflower. I've also got some orange cauliflower on the go as well. This is all the picking out I've been doing. Cabbage, January King, my little lupins. I sowed them on 2nd of March. This is incredible. Yes, indeed, incredible sweet corn. So we'll see how we go with them. Anyway, all right. So cabbage durum early. I'm going to put my glasses on, I can see a bit better. Brussels sprouts, brilliant. Now I've also got some brilliant actually in the garden already, like, but there's nothing like underlining it. Kale, brocoli, wasn't very good at all, so I had to re-sow. What else have I got? Echinacea. These are echinacea, and these are, if I can remember what they're called, aquilegia as well. Aquilegia. Zinnias, and I see now I've sowed an awful lot of sunflowers as well. Teddy bear, giant ones. This more zinnias. One died. I've got some nasturtium coming up. I've got, this is for gangang and peanut. I've got Tup 3. Great Scott 1, unbelievable. Dirty Curty 2, Cordon Cherry 1, and God no, unbelievable. Eagle Smiley has put an appearance in as well. I honestly thought they weren't going to come up. Anyway, this is one I've got off, a plant I got off my gardener neighbour. A tomato. Yeah, I've got a lot of squashes on the go here. And cucumbers, Chinese slang, gherkins, gotta have gherkins, squash, pass like a patty pan one. And I've got my second lot of broad beans. These were got pink or red flowers. I've got more cucumbers. These are parsnips which I pre-chitted and then pricked out, as are here and there and there. Cauliflower all year round. As you see, I've been picking out an awful lot as well. Cauliflower cheesy. This is for Nicola Gardner. Cauliflower cheesy. So I've got 3 packs of that. 4 packs. Nothing like underlying things, is it? Right. Yeah, these are some tomatoes that I got off Ali from my rustic garden, and unfortunately they didn't really do very well. So with a bit of luck, I've got Purple Heart and Midnight Roma. Although I found another Midnight Roma from you, Ali, so I've planted them again. I've got out of a whole tray of Shirley, I've only got 2. This is my what do you call it, my own pumpkins. Yeah, so the giant pumpkin going competition for this year, so I'm going to have to dedicate some time to that. Also, I've got lots of, what do you call them? Cosmos, quite a few cosmos, different denominations. Gold crest corn, sweet corn, so they're not racing ahead, but they're getting on anyway. So yeah, Joe's long. I had a problem with green fly, and for the life of me they would not let up, so I went and bought a brand new bottle of green fly repellent, and I sorted that problem out, I think. So I'm going to keep on at it until I know for sure that they're gone. Yeah, so these are all my tomatoes. Not 100% brilliant, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't know if I already told you, like, but I shortened the length of this bed. This is just the onions. So I've got red onions and normal onions. So I'm basically keeping them well watered. This is a potato that we've had ever since we've taken over this allotment, and that was about 5 years ago. So it's still coming out. There's still this one. Yeah, I've got this spare bed here, and that's where we're going to put, well, hopefully put some sweet corn in. The blueberries are doing all right. I need to give them some feed, so I've got some special ericaceous feed, so hopefully I'm going to keep them well watered anyway. So this one's doing quite well. Like that. So that, I've done enough anyway, back-breaking work. I've got 16 more buckets to fill, and I've got the potatoes to fill them as well, like, but I'm not going to do any more today. I need to go fetch some manure anyway. I've got some miscellaneous ones, the volunteer ones, like, but I'm not having them in the bucket. So what I've done is I've got these all planted up, first early and main crop. I thought I only had one pack of first early, and turns out I've got more than that. So I've just put all the potatoes along this boundary here to make use of the garden. The conference pear tree has now finished with its blossom. It was beautiful while it lasted. Fingers crossed it all got pollinated. And here's this year's sweet peas that I've grown. Of course, we couldn't resist it. We'll pick some asparagus and have that with some butter and pepper. This is tidied up no end. The 3 compost bays, we managed to eradicate the rat problem. They went next door. I found the route that they took as well, so that's been curtailed. Plus we've also emptied this bed. These 2 are empty, so there's very little in there, so we really hacked them off. The dahlias that I had in the greenhouse have now come up, and I've also took them out as well, so they can start fending for themselves, but of course keeping a close eye on the nighttime temperatures. So in this bed I've got red cabbage and kohlrabi. In this bed last year I had King Edward, and judging by how many King Edwards are coming up, seem to have missed quite a few, so we're going to let them be, just let them crack on. Yeah, red cabbage all the way around here. And in this bed, although you might not be able to see it very well, I've got beetroot and broad beans. I'll be taking this cover off very shortly. Yeah, moving on into this greenhouse, I've got my aubergines. Again, I had problems with the green fly, so I chanced it and I put them outside, which would have annoyed the green fly no end anyway, so I've been spraying them as well. These are a couple of bought £1.25 tomato plants, but saying that, I've had them in these pots for a while and they've bulked up quite a lot, but the ones that were at the garden centre are absolutely atrocious. Got some more petunias. I've also got some homegrown petunias, double. They're not as big as this anyway, but they're getting on. In fact, I'm talking about it, they're not as big as this. There they are. There's double petunias. There's my hollyhocks that I've sown. These are doubles. I don't know how Ali's hollyhocks are getting on. Hopefully they're doing well, Ali. These are a couple of celeries. Plus I've got chrysanthemum as well, so I'm going to hope to take some cuttings off that. The potato that we tipped as a skit, nothing's come up yet, but one lives in hope. There's my 2 cannas, and also some more flowers that I bought. I see now. Yeah, the fig's coming on, the fig growing, the pansies, and I've also got lavender down there as well, plus all these onions as well, so I'm going to have to give them bigger pots. Okay. Yeah, and what else are there? I don't know what they are. Broccoli, autumn green, so I've got some broccoli there as well. Coming on to the apple tree. What a beautiful sight, this apple tree. What a beautiful, well, it's beautiful. Can't wish for any more blossom than that. What a vigorous grow. How pretty. So, another quick look at the frosted tulips. I've really fallen in love with the tulips this year. This was a pear tree. Is a pear tree, and it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, can see it. Can't see it. Yeah. Looks like we've got some fruit set, so that's good. So just got to get past the June drop. This is what Richard made. Made out of 3 archways and then fortified with horizontals and also with stakes at the bottom as well. So, and of course with bean netting over it, it's providing a lot more space to grow my beans up there. And on this side I've got sweet peas which I've grown. So I'm just going to let the sweet peas go up this side, and I'm going to put sunflowers possibly on the other side. Right, and then the rhubarb, absolutely humongous. Must take some home. This is all Brussels sprouts, brilliant. So yeah, cracking on very well. Beautiful, beautiful tulips. I don't know which is my favourite. These ones, absolutely divine. Or these ones, which are absolutely like flames they are. And the funny thing is, I got them from Lidl. So brilliant. This is what do you call it? A lupin. This is my lupins that I grew from seed last year, so they're coming away quite nicely. We've got brand new bean netting along here. That's from last year. And of course, if you remember, I had a lot of cosmos along the front here. So I haven't actually seen any cosmos come up. But anyways, this lot is going to be cobra beans. So irises are coming up, very nice. The snapdragons or antirrhinum, and also a nice poppy. So as you see, things are getting a bit busy around here. Still lots of things to sow, still lots of things to pick out. I would prefer to say I've finished all my gardening for the year, put my feet up, drink a bottle of, well, not a bottle, drink a glass or something very nice, and put my feet up, but it's not to be. There's still too much to do, still a lot I want to do on the plot, but eventually we'll run out of things to do, and then we can sit down if we're not watering things. Anyway folks, I'll finish with just now. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It does make a difference. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.